With the knives that I use and collect, I'm pretty versatile as far as the manufacturers I use. You've seen them in my videos. I'll cover manufacturers of all varieties. And that's because I found really good designs from these manufacturers, great quality, and good value. If I can find those criteria, then I'm on board. Some examples of those manufacturers, and these are not all inclusive, these are just ones off the top of my head. Benchmade, of course. Great company. Yeah, their knives are more expensive, but you get an excellent quality blade, really nice design, fast deployment, tight lockup. I mean, there's really not a lot of critiques I can level towards Benchmade. Excellent company. Spyderco, equally as outstanding. Innovative designs. They're aesthetic. I mean, just look at the box, how they have the gold logo on there. That's a cool box. One I'm not going to throw away. Keep it for storage or for trades if I have to in the future. Nice company. They're very attuned, like all of these companies really, to the market too. What the market wants, and they come up with some innovative new designs. Spyderco's definitely like that. I love Spyderco's. Done some reviews on them. I'll do more in the future. SOG, also an outstanding company, and like the others and all the ones I'm talking about now, they have outstanding customer service. If you have any problems with your blades, they'll square it away like instantly. I've worked with SOG on some knife issues in the past, and they've always delivered excellent customer service. One thing I wish SOG would do, this is just kind of an aside, is upgrade their steels. I would like to see better steels in the SOG knives instead of their AUS 6, AUS 8 steels. I'd like to see something a little more expensive in SOG. However, their designs are very tried and proven, and they do come out with some cool and innovative designs, kind of like their SOG Auto, their SOG Tac Auto, I think it's called. Nice knife. Great company. Also Kershaw, and it's no less awesome than the others. Very innovative. They give you a lot of knife for the money, and I think that's where Kershaw excels, is the price to value ratio is very high. You'll pay money for a Kershaw blade, but you get a lot of knife for your money. Probably more so than the other manufacturers, depending on which model. I mean, it just varies model by model. But Kershaw is outstanding, and like SOG, Spyderco, and Benchmade, they're very innovative, and they're always coming up with new designs, some of which I really dig, I mean some which I'm not so fond of, and that's all personal preference. However, in this video I'm going to talk about a Kershaw design that I dig, and that's this knife right here, the the Kershaw Model 1740 Energy, and that's November Romeo Golf. And this is a really sweet little everyday carry knife, EDC knife. Let's talk about the specifics of this blade. And this is a smaller version. This is the Energy 1. It also comes in Energy 2, a larger blade, which I'll talk about here in a little bit. First off, let's talk about the deployment. This is not an assisted opening knife, nor does it have a thumb stud. This is a dedicated flipper design. On Kershaw's website, it says that the design was by a dude called Lee Williams, and they kind of talk about how the energy system is new and innovative. I love Kershaw, but that's a little bit of hype. This flipper design is no different than any of the other flippers I've seen in other designs like Columbia River Knife and Tool, and other brands that I have as well. It's just an extended tang on the blade. We'll put our index finger on there and deploy the blade. Nice balance on that, by the way. It does come out nicely. It only needs a moderate pressure on that extended tang to get it to flip out. So that's a really nice job on that. If you put some authority under that deployment, it will come out and lock with authority. The lockup on the blade is extra tight. There's no wiggle at all, side to side, up and down. Excellent job, Kershaw. And every knife I've had from Kershaw locks up just like that. So I really like that. I'm real anal on my lockup too. If I don't get a solid lockup, I really will not like the knife. At least it'll just be nagging at me. I don't know why. I'm just weird that way. How about the blade length and the blade shape? First off, the length is ideal for an everyday carry knife. It's just under 3 inches. I think it's like 2 13/16 of an inch, something like that. But it's excellent. And it also has an excellent blade shape. It's kind of a mini Bowie blade shape with nice sweep on it. I just love that blade shape by Kershaw. Excellent job. The reason I like it so much is because in my EDC tasks, and yours may vary, sorry if they do, but in my EDC tasks, what I find a lot is a roll cut. I like to have that sweep and a roll cut, and like I've said in other videos, I find that most of my EDC cutting is right here near the tip of the blade. I try to vary that so I can, you know, spread out the wear along the blade. However, most of my cutting is right around here. And so I like that sweep, the Bowie or the clip design, whatever you want to call it. It's also very good looking. They have almost, it's a hollow ground blade, it appears to me to be. And they have the Kershaw symbol right here. And I like this portion here, the flat portion of the upper blade as it tapers down towards the point. I think it's very aesthetic, really good looking and functional blade. Now the blade is made out of 13C26 Sandvik steel. This is kind of the new darling child with some companies that they're coming out with. Again, I don't really go for the hype. I think ATS 34, 154 CM, even AUS 8 are good steels. I've had a great experience with them. However, you know, I will take a higher end steel if I can get it, but with a 13C26, it's going to make this knife a little more pricey. In fact, as far as EDCs go, this is a pricey knife in my opinion, and that means around $55 for me. Your mileage may vary. You know, maybe it's $100 is an expensive knife to you, but for an EDC knife that I'll tuck in my pocket, anytime I go above $40, there's got to be a good reason. Well, the good reason here is an excellent design knife, excellently designed knife, excellent blade steel. 13C26. I don't have any operational experience with this in any of my knives. In other words, I haven't gone out and used it hard, so I can't really speak to that. However, from what I've read and the folks I've talked to, it's a very high quality, high wear, and tough blade steel. Often used in surgical instruments, I guess. I guess Kershaw, the heat treatment on this is excellent. It's going to come out at about 59 to 60 on the Rockwell scale, so it's a very hard blade. Again, I can't really speak to sharpening it either because I haven't used them enough to speak to that. However, all indications appear good for 13C26 Sandvik. Decent steel. So heck, I'll try it. We'll see. As the years go on, if I end up using this knife hard, I'll let you know. The blade comes really sharp, just like all Kershaws do. Really nice job on that. So overall, A+ on the blade. Excellent shape, great blade steel, and it has really good jimping on that tang that can give you a good purchase on it. Excellent job. How about the handle? The handle's nice. I like it. It's G10 scales on a full liner lock. These are stainless steel scales on the inside. I don't think they're pre-drilled or drilled out to make them lighter. And then they put on the G10 scales. The Kershaw website says that they're made of black G10. That might be a different version than I have. The one I'm holding here is actually gray. These are gray G10 scales with Track Tech inserts in them as well. I think they did an outstanding job on the scales on this knife too, because they gave it that, well, actually they used G10 material that has that nice checkered surface on it that gives you a good grip and traction on that. And the Track Tech doesn't hurt either. Some folks like the sandpaper inserts. I'm more open, and I like that Track Tech just a little bit better, as it doesn't abrade your clothing. And on an EDC knife that's coming in and out of your pocket all the time, sandpaper can really rip your pocket up. Track Tech's a lot better in my opinion. Got some aesthetics here on the G10, just some sculpting here, nothing huge. Nice job though. Deep choil for the index finger. Again, this is a small EDC knife, so we're not going to have a huge amount of real estate for a hand. No problem there though. I find the handles very comfortable overall. I would have liked them to lighten those liners by drilling them out. It would have saved some weight. It's a 2.2 ounce knife. Not too bad actually. However, lighter is better when it comes to EDCs. Nice, comfortable, and positive liner lock. Doesn't hurt your thumb at all, as usual, by Kershaw. That brings us to the clip. I don't really care for the clip too much. It looks like it was designed by the Wizard of Oz. I'd like it further up and blackened and something less conspicuous. However, it is strong. I don't see it causing any problems. Torque screws, put the handles on and attach it. You can take it apart and adjust the deployment speed with that. So that's a Kershaw NRG 1 model 1740. Outstanding EDC by Kershaw. Worth the money if you ask me.